Tyler Ramos. Tyler Ramos. Tyler Ramos. Tyler Ramos. Tyler Ramos. Tyler Ramos. Tyler Ramos.
Here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on a roll, hey. And it's time to run it up, yeah, you know, yeah. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, yeah. On a roll, here we go, here we go. Here we go. On a roll, here we go, here we go.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Frankie Candles live stream every single weekday right here at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys know it. Sorry about that. I had my speakers playing. That got a little wonky. Intro was kind of weird. I don't know what just happened. But welcome in, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to the live stream. We go live here every single weekday at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I appreciate every single one of you guys choosing to spend your very, very, very important time with me tonight. And we have a show for you tonight, guys. We got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to talk about with Bitcoin. We got a lot to talk about with the channel. We have a lot to talk about with some secret stuff that I know a lot of you guys are so curious about. And we actually have some really big news. Check out the new Frankie Candles hat, guys. New colors now coming in. We got gray and black on the snapback here, the little trucker hat. Actually, still got the sticker on there. This thing's brand new. Shout out to Decker. Decker's our money guy, guys. Decker's the money guy. But yeah, guys, shout out to you guys. We do have these new hats. We will be giving away some of them at some point. But I appreciate you. I see you guys all in chat. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. We got a lot to talk about. But first, let me address the rumors, guys. If you're in the free Discord, you may have noticed. Let me just go ahead and pull it up real quick. Whoops, what happened? Oh boy, it's gone. Okay, here we go. You guys may have noticed that there was a post in the free Discord in a section that may have not been may have not been there before. But yeah, I think you guys are catching on here. Obviously, what is going on here? What is this? Something's going on, guys. Something's going on. I don't know what just happened. But let's see if that works this time. Don't go to the intro. Go to the screen. There we go. Boom, baby. Here we are, guys. I know this is kind of hard to see. However, you can see in our free Discord, guys, we do have these premium features, these premium sections that I know you guys have seen. And if you are in the Discord earlier today, you may have known that there was a little teaser here in the scalp setup section of the premium Discord, which, yes, the premium Discord is here, guys. And I will officially announce that the special sauce is now available for you guys to sign up for. This will be our premium Discord, guys. So if you're looking to take your trading to the next level and you want to get those juicy, saucy, spicy, Aztec Aztecian Cactus trade setups. You could go ahead and sign up for our premium Discord, guys. I kind of want to come up with a cool name. If anyone has any good ideas of what we should call the premium Discord, let me know. I feel like Sunday Sauce would be a good thing, but that's only one day of the week. This is going to be way more than one day of the week. But yeah, guys, it's going to be great. I know this is not the best way to show it off here because I know I am covering a lot of it, but you can see this is basically, I'm going to break this down real quick for you guys just so you get an idea of what you'll get if you sign up. We will have premium TA or my premium TA. So have Bitcoin TA, Alt TA. I will be sharing my live charts and we don't know, we are going to develop this over time, guys, so things will change. We will be adding more and more stuff as time goes on, but this is the stream section where I will be doing exclusive streams. No set schedule just yet. I don't even know if we'll stick to a set schedule. It might just be like a hop on, hey guys, jump on for a premium stream, or maybe we'll do it once a week or something where we could set up our key levels together and I could give my specific trading plans for the week. Either way, there's going to be premium live streams. That's where that's going to be happening. And then we have the premium trade setups section. No, guys, this will not be a signal group. Listen, I've never met a successful copy trader. As I always say, this will not be a signals group, but I'm going to be spoon feeding you these trade setups. I'm giving you the fishing pole. I'm giving you the best bait they make, and then I'm pointing you to where the fish are literally in crowds to the point where they are flopping out of the water. So that is basically how it's going to be. I'm going to be showing you guys exactly what I'm looking for to get in and out of trades. I will also update you guys on my current trades. However, it's not going to be like a, hey guys, I'm getting into this trade, and then that's when you should get in. None of these setups, and this goes for any Discord or any paid thing, any paid trading Discord you're in. You should never use these as a, oh, he's getting into a long, let me just blindly enter, right? That is not what they're for. You're going to get wrecked that way. And you could be in the best signals group ever. You're going to get wrecked if you're not doing your own TA and you're not trading because, listen, you could get into the best entry, right? You could find the best entries and the best exits. That's only half the battle. It's the emotional part of trading that is very, very hard. So just want to point that out. This is not going to be a signals group where I am like, buy at this exact price and sell at this exact price. It's like a lot of other trading groups that are not signals groups. But I will be spoon feeding the setups here. We did put a little teaser in here. Litecoin setting up for a bearish divergence on the 4 hour. And then I give you guys, Litecoin has been doing really well recently. However, we are now approaching the top of the range with bearish divergence on the 4 hour. On top of that, we have money flow coming out on the 15-minute. I'm also watching the bear div about to print on, or looking to print on the 12-hour pretty soon as well. Although the higher daily timeframes do still look pretty good. If this bear div confirms, this may be a good place to look to go scalp short. Yellow X also flashing on the 10-minute. I give you guys the bear div here. You could see that. And then is this the 12 or the 8 hour as well, looking to set up for a bear div. And then I give you guys a little sneak peek of the position that I would be looking to take. And then obviously, I didn't put it in this one, but this is kind of where I'd be like, hey, not entering yet, or this is exactly what I will be looking to enter. I'm going to wait for the bear div to confirm, as well as this, and that, whatever the case may be. Just wanted to tease a little bit of the setups here. So I will be posting scalp setups, day trades, and swing trades. Obviously, these don't have anything in them yet. And then if you come down to premium community, this is where all the premium members can chat, share their trading ideas, share charts, share strategies, whatever you like. The trading general chat, and then we got the giveaways chat. And then premium content, we're going to be putting videos up here with trade recaps where I break down trades that I took, why I took them, what was going through my head when I was looking to enter and exit the trade, kind of how I was feeling throughout the trade, to give you guys an insight and breakdowns into what exactly I am thinking when I'm getting in and out of trades. And then, we will have exclusive strategies, that I'll share with you guys, little tips and tricks, little tricks of the trade, and little secret strategies that, might be a little less known. And then we're going to try to fill up, some premium tutorials. This will be more of like the quick tips and tricks type stuff, that I don't always share here. And then we have the supporters lounge. So let me actually just, let me cut to my camera one more time. I don't know why that just happened. Let me go ahead and pull up the actual pricing page, because I know that's what everybody wants to know. How much is it going to be? Guys, it's going to be a simple and easy, cheap price of $250 a month. Let me just share the pricing here. Here we go. I can't even see my VMix. I don't know what's showing this. Oh, we're not even showing the screen here. Boom. There we go. I'm just kidding, guys. It's not $250 a month. So we're going to have two different levels here, right? So the supporter tier, this is going to be more for someone who may just be a part of the community, isn't really trading every single day or really isn't that serious about getting into trading, at least just yet. But you want to support the channel and you might want a little bit of extra sauce. You could get the supporter tier and you can see everything here. Guaranteed whitelist spot for any future NFT drops. One weekly post. All right, you're going to get a little sneak peek into the premium Discord. I will share maybe one of my setups or one TA post or one chart. I will give you guys a little, a little teaser into the premium Discord. So you guys get a little window into the premium. You get a couple setups. A couple setups per month or a few setups per month once a week. And then you get entrance into monthly merch giveaways, entrance into 5 weekly crypto giveaways, priority on content requests. So if you guys are letting me know what kind of content you want to see, we will prioritize the people who pay. And then dedicated chat channel. You will have a dedicated for the supporters to be in there. It'll be a little VIP place for you guys to talk. Entrance into random premium membership giveaways, and then discount with multi-month annual purchases. And that's going to be about $7 a month. So if you don't have a lot of money sitting on the sidelines, but you got $7 a month to spare, and you're looking to get at least 4 premium sneak peeks a week or a month, you could definitely check that out. It's pretty affordable, and then obviously you could save some money if you sign up for 6 or 12 months. And then the premium is going to be $40 a month, guys. We're actually starting it off. We're doing introductory pricing, right? So $40 a month is we're gonna do if you guys sign up in the next 24 hours. So if you want to sign up during the stream, after the stream, all the way up, you guys have a full 24 hours to get $5 off a month. So here you go. And then the premium, obviously, discount on any future NFT drops, free merch pack with 1-year purchase, entrance into 2 ledger giveaways each month. Exclusive TA posts, exclusive trade setups, exclusive strategies, exclusive live streams and guest appearances, live stages with potential Q&A sessions, so we can host Q&A sessions in there so you guys can come and actually ask questions. And I'm going to be a lot more available in this Discord, obviously. So we'll do Q&A sections, trade recaps and breakdowns, access to education-rich community, and discounts available with multi-month and annual purchases. So there you guys go. There is the pricing. Pretty close to a lot of other, it's cheaper than a lot of them. It's, I guess it's more expensive than most. It's the cheapest one that I've really seen that's an actual premium Discord. But it is, that's the price, guys. There you go. Again, you could save $5 a month if you guys sign up in the next 24 hours. And there is and then benefits unlock premium role, unlock supporters role. Anyone who signs up for the premium will automatically get access to all the supporter stuff. So there you go, guys. This is the premium Discord. And again, just to break it down one more time, there you go, right? So you get the premium TA, the premium trade setups, swing, scalp, and day, and then the premium community where everybody can chat. And then we have all those really cool things, live streams, Q&As, stuff like that. It's going to be a really good time. And then, obviously, depending on, the day, right? There's no guaranteed, like, hey, there's going to be 1 scalp a day or 1 day trade a day or 1 swing trade a day. Obviously, we can't control the markets, right? So some days there's going to be a lot of scalps. Sometimes there might not be any scalps. So, we obviously, when the market's going sideways and there's not much going on and there's no tradable ranges, things will vary. So it'll be more busy than one time than another. But there you go, guys. Jam-packed full of sauce. Super, super excited to start doing this. It's going to be really fun. I know a lot of people have been waiting for it, going for the premium. Shout out to DGen. Anonymous says when TA. Yeah, guys, that's enough. That's enough shill in the Discord. But yeah, again, if you guys want to sign up, the mods will drop a link, hopefully in here somewhere, so you guys can sign up. And again, for the next 24 hours, you guys can save $5 a month. And with all that being said, guys, what do I feel like I forgot? I feel like I forgot one thing. That's what I'm talking about, Billy. Let's go. Let's see. Looks awesome, man. Shout out to Kelly Boy. Yeah, guys, let's say what's up to the chat really quick before we go ahead and jump on into the charts. All right, let's see. Let's see. I'm down with the sauce tier. Let's go. Shout out to Drew Z88. Thank you for being here. Crypto Arbitrage University. Freaky Dunn gave me a heart attack. Shout out to Crypto Arbitrage. Thank you for being here, man. Let's see. Shout out to Bubba's Crypto. Who do we got here? You guys are crazy. Paper Planes, what's going on? Shout out to Paper Planes. Taylor, what is going on? Thank you for being here, Taylor. Chusei Crypto in the house. Thank you for being here, man. I appreciate all the support. The free Discord. Yeah, shout out to Chusei Crypto, says the free Discord is worth that. Let me tell you guys, the biggest challenge with this premium Discord when we were talking about it was trying to make it more valuable than the free Discord. Our free Discord is super, super valuable, more valuable than a lot of the paid Discords out there. But let's see. I'd have to slam an awful lot of banjos to pay for that. Shout out to Slam Banjo out there slamming those banjos. Well, hey, getting that free Discord. This is the best part, guys. Listen, if the premium Discord is too expensive for you, that's totally fine, right? Like, you can be in the free Discord. The free Discord is still going to have a ton of value, and you can leverage that value to grow your trading account. And then eventually, or I like to think quickly, you will be able to afford the premium Discord. Let's see. Shout out to Chusei. Shout out to King Enzo, says better than $7 a month. Is better than Twitter's $8 a month. There you go. That was the idea behind that pricing, was to beat out Twitter. Shout out to Metabytes. Can you post the link, please? I'm not at the bottom of the chat, but I hope one of the mods probably did share it. Let's see. Going for the premium. Shout out to DGen. Anonymous says win TA. Coming soon, Anonymous. Let's see. Bubba's Crypto, shout out, and there's Tony dropping that link. Thank you for the super chat, brother. Missed Billy's super chat was def not about me. Oh God, what did Billy say? Shout out to Crypto Billy. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you, bro. Says let's give Tony D a shout out as this man is behind the scenes workhorse. He has become a Discord and YouTube guru. Give him a +1. Yeah, guys, shout out to Crypto Billy, and big shout out to Tony D. He helps out. He has a lot to do with this premium Discord. Thank you so much for everything you do, man. And thank you to all the mods. Thanks to Crypto Billy for sending that super chat just to be nice to Tony. But yeah, premium or free, we all familia. Shout out to Bubba's Crypto. That is dang right. All right. So with that being said, Dave Digital, that's everything. He posted already, my friend. Top notch or top tech crypto, top tech towing. What is going on? That is a tongue twister. All right, guys. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump on into the charts. All right, let's see. Bing bong, I'm in, baby. Shout out to Slam Banjo. All right. So here we are, guys, on the 90-minute chart. I'm just kidding. We're going to start off on the weekly. Let's go ahead and take a look because we have some interesting stuff to look at here, guys. If you're noticing what I'm noticing, you'll see that little green dot here down on Market Cipher B. And that is showing us that bullish divergence on the weekly time frame. This is what we've been waiting for, guys. This is, if this confirms, this could be the opportunity for us to get a move to the upside, or a continued move to the upside. So, all last week we were looking at this VWAP saying when we print that next weekly candle, we're looking for this to cross over the zero line, give us that second green dot, giving us the bullish divergence. Not only do we have this bullish divergence that formed right here, little bada boom, little lower low, higher low. But now we are also getting that second bull div, a much more exaggerated bullish divergence here on the weekly time frame. This is a bullish sign, guys. This is a rare bullish sign. Now, obviously, I always caution you guys to be very careful. We are in a bear market, so understand that any kind of long setup could potentially be suppressed by the bear market. But this is a very rare bullish sign, and this is something we've been talking about on this channel for months. Shout out to Crypto Gus, says signed up. Let's go. Shout out to you, man. I don't know if you're talking about the premium or the free, but shout out to you, brother. I appreciate you so much. Shout out to Tony D, says we all work hard because this community is lit or fire. Yeah, absolutely. But continuing on here, we've been talking about this for months, guys. I even made a pre-recorded video looking at, where I think the bottom could happen. And this is one of the setups that I gave, as price continued down, looking for this bullish divergence on the weekly would be a good chance for the bottom to be in. And if it is not in, this is likely to at least give us a significant bottom. So if this confirms, guys, this would be very, 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 very bullish. Not saying all-time highs is coming, but, it is likely to be at least a significant bottom where we can at least get some form of upward price action here. Finding UFO says, thanks, Frankie. Do you believe in aliens? Or as Ben would say, aliens. Yes, I do. I do believe in aliens. I think there's a way more. Listen, if the universe is infinite, it's an absolute certainty that there's something else out there. That's just a fact. Unless the universe is not infinite, or space is not infinite, I should say. But yeah, no, yes, UFO, we are aliens. That is dang right. Shout out to the Pluto Alliance. But continuing on here, guys, bullish divergence on the weekly, finally printing. We've been watching this for so long. It is finally printing, along with the 6-day. Also got the double green dot on the 6-day. This could also be pointing to a likely significant bottom here. Shout out to Kelly Boy. But 5-day as well, printing that bullish divergence. Remember, this is what we were looking for, guys, and we are now getting it. Let's see if this can give us a move to the, or a continued move to the upside. But again, like I was talking about on the morning stream, am expecting a little bit more of a cool off, or was expecting a little bit more of a cool off. We did get that throughout the day. We did come down a little bit more, but now our 3- and 4-day bullish divergences are confirmed. Is it going to give us juice? Is it going to give us juice? 2-week bull div too. Yeah, we can check that. Yeah, printing that 2-week bull div. Now, this is the bearish case, guys. Now, again, we like to be prepared in either direction. Not even in either direction. We want to be prepared for anything that happens. We want to be ready to make money in any case, right? So we want to take a look at the bearish case here. Now, this is kind of weird because the bullish case here would be 2-week bullish divergence printing. This is pretty big, right? You have your higher lows with your lower lows. That is pretty clear. But we also have money flow starting to come out here, looking to cross over into the red here pretty soon. Probably going to happen on the next candle print in about 2 weeks. So this is something I would be watching very, 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 very closely, because this money flow is mega bearish. This is very, very bearish money flow. You can see the last time we got a crossover into the red, it was essentially at the beginning of our 2020 capitulation, bringing us down about 50%. If we were to see something similar from around this price, another 50% down, would it bring us about to that? Yeah, about. I mean, that wasn't actually wasn't very accurate. Let me go ahead and get a little closer to that price here. Boom, another 50% down would be. I mean, this would be super, super low. Doesn't mean it has to play out like that, but I mean, $8,500. You know. Not impossible, but yeah, this money flow does look mega bearish, but you are getting the 2-week bull div. That's why I say I'm not super convinced that this would mark the bottom. You know, looking back, seeing that, we had a weekly bull div and a 2-week bull div, and that was the bottom, it would be like, oh yeah, that made a lot of sense. We had a weekly bull div and a 2-week bull div. That was the bottom. That makes a lot of sense. But the reason I'm not too confident being like, hey, this is probably the bottom, is because of this money flow on the 2-week is looking pretty ugly. But even if this money flow doesn't get better, this 2-week bull div, if confirmed, could potentially still give us a decent move to the upside. And again, bull divs confirmed on the 4 and 3-day now as well. 2-day actually looking to cool off a little bit here. Money flow back in the green though. So very interesting, guys. This is what we've been waiting for, those higher time frame bull divs finally starting to print and confirm here. So with that being said, let's continue on and move down these time frames. Obviously, your daily VWAP is working back to the downside here. And this is why I am cautioning for a potential further cool off, right? So, if we come down to that 4-hour, this is kind of what I was talking about. We have that confirmed 4-hour red dot. And yesterday, guys, I believe it was in the Discord. We were looking at this 4-hour red dot for a potential move to the downside. And then let's go ahead and pull up our BitLab market intelligence here, because I do believe, let's see if it loads here. Shout out to the South Korean sparkling spicy South Korean cave juice here, sponsoring today's energy. Let's go. Yeah, there you go, right? So market intelligence also letting us know, right? We had a bunch of reasons to get bearish, right? Not bearish, but to look for scalp shorts here, right? We had every reason. We were coming up to our key level of resistance, which is our value area high. This blue box right here was that next major level of resistance that we were watching. And I pray that anybody who was watching the live stream when we were looking at this saying, hey, if we get a move up to here, this is where you look for shorts. We came up, we tested it, we got the short down. You could see that setup right there. Boom. And then we came up for a second test, almost made it. We tried to go for that 786, couldn't make it, but you could see that market intelligence indicator, the BitLab market intelligence indicator, letting us know that we had a histogram, RSI, and OBV bearish divergence on the 4-hour. I was letting you guys know last night that this might be a decent time to cool down. Now, the higher time frames are still looking good, right? I think a lot of people get it twisted. They don't understand, what a trader is. Because they're like, I don't understand, man. Like, you said you were bullish with the higher time frames, but now you're saying you're bearish. When I say that stuff, when I put those things in the Discord, it's like, hey, this is not doesn't mean we're going to zero, right? We had a pump up. Now it's probably time to cool off, especially with the bear divs being called right here. And we got that move, right? So nice. And we did come down to we broke below our value area high, coming down to our next level here at about $16,885. And we are getting a slight bounce off of this level. But let's go ahead and continue to dig in here. Come down to the lower time frames. Looking back at our market cipher, VWAP's starting to round off here on the 4-hour. So we may be ready to get a little bit of a relief here. If we are going to come up. Looking at the 2-hour VWAP coming back up. So here's the thing. The VWAPs are starting to come back up, which is making me think that we could potentially get a little bit of a bounce here. However, look at the money flow. Money flow on the 2 hours pretty ugly, right? Even on the 4-hour, you're coming out pretty drastically. We also I think we were printing a 12-hour red dot. Was it on regular candles? Maybe. There you go. Regular candles. Printing that 12-hour red dot and that 16-hour red dot. So this is why I caution people that we may cool off a little bit more here, especially with the money flow on the 2-hour actual. Oh, there you go. Did it just cross over? Now crossing over into the red. That does look, like a potential continued cool off. Now, is that VWAP going to cross back over, print a green dot, and will we get a little move to the upside potentially? But remember, guys, the VWAP I think of as ebbs and flows of the market. That money flow is what I look for to spot longer term trends to the downside. So even if we get a little pop up here, unless that money flow comes back up into the green, I will be expecting some potential more downside here, even if we do cool off in the short term. And again, that 12-hour and 16-hour red dot would cool us off as well in the medium term, right? Now, coming down here to the lower time frames, what can we expect immediately? You can see here that we did actually break back below that value area high, and we bearishly retested with the confirmation of that blood diamond, and we did come down a little bit. We may be coming back up to test it again. The thing we do not want to happen is we don't want to get stuck underneath this value area high. If we get stuck under this level, we could potentially start our journey back down to that POC. However, with the way that the higher daily time frames look, I would expect it to be a little more probable to continue this move to the upside, right? Even if we do come down a little bit more, I would expect that trend to continue if those bull divs on the higher time frames start to show their face. Shout out to Tony D for the $5 super chat. I do appreciate it, bro. He says, and a big shout out to all our mods who quite literally keep the ship from sinking when I have other things to tend to. Best community / mods. Yeah, guys. Big shout out to the mods. I know I say this like every episode, and they actually told me, they're like, hey man, we appreciate it, but you don't have to do it. You could just go straight to the TA. But I feel like I have to because I know, our mods do a lot more than typical mods. They really do. They help out with so many different things, and the fact that they care so much, it's not, they're not just doing this because it's cool or fun. Like they actually do care, and I'm super blessed to have them on my team. Thank you guys so much for everything you do. Shout out to the mods, and shout out to Tony D, who is also a mod. Shout out to you guys. You guys are literally the best, and the CandleMafia loves you. We know that. But stuck below this value area high, guys, is not, this is not the best look. But again, we could, obviously, those higher daily time frames are looking bullish. So we may cool off a little bit here, but remember, those bull divs, if confirmed, could wind up being pretty bullish. So continuing on here, you did get that little 15-minute bull div right here. Pretty exaggerated there. And then we just did kind of get rejected. So are we going to get back above that value area high? This would be the level locally that we would need to get above to potentially get back up to these levels to potentially break out. But as of right now, again, coming down to the lower time frames, you do have the money flow coming back up, money flow riding up towards that zero line. So that is indicative of a potential relief bounce or a little bit of a correction to the upside. Again, money flow coming up on your 12-minute, and your 15-minute is kind of coming out there. And then, yeah. 30-minute coming out, right? This is, again, why I'm thinking that we could probably cool off. I was going to say, right, if we look at the 1 hour, 1 hour green dot printing. So, again, short term, probably could get another potential bounce to the upside. However, with the 30-minute money flow coming out, with the 2-hour money flow looking pretty ugly, and the 4-hour red dot, or not the 4-hour red dot confirmed, with the 8-hour red dot printing, I do think we could continue to cool off a little bit. But then in the longer term, right, in the next week or so, looking at money flow, the 8-hour money flow is not looking too bad, right? 12-hour money flow kind of flat there. 16-hour money flow kind of sitting there. Daily back in the red, but your 2-day is back in the green. Your 3-day is coming up towards that 0 line. And then obviously you have the bull divs on your higher time frames. So there you go. Micro time frames, I would expect a little bit of a bounce, but then watching that 30 minutes kind of looking, that 30-minute money flow crossover may be a good place to potentially look to get a little bit of a scalp short in if it happens here pretty soon, right? It happens in the next hour or so, I would say, maybe a good chance to, because by the time that 8-hour red dot confirms, it is a chance that we could get a little relief bounce, potentially bearishly retest some local golden pockets, potentially, maybe get a move over the value area high, come test these levels before getting rejected down to our next level here at about 16,885. So now, let's see. Let's see. Richard, anything you have to say? Frankie Candles, you can say it in front of the CandleMafia. Oh, is somebody? Wait, Richard. Mod, how can I speak with Frankie? Oh, God. Shout out to Richard Hall. Thank you for being here, man. I appreciate you. Said, I would like some one-on-one mentoring or teaching. How can I get that? Richard Hall, this is something that we may actually work into the premium Discord. It's not set in stone yet. The problem right now is we have a lot of things going on company-wide. So right now I am mega busy. So it just wouldn't be possible, at least right now. But in the next coming months, may look to maybe factor in a couple of one-on-one sessions. It'll be very sporadic, most likely, and we're not even 100% on it. But we are thinking about adding that. But it was just very busy, so it's probably not going to be like tomorrow or the next day. But yeah, we are definitely going to look to potentially offer that. It's just time is the problem there. But we're going to figure it out. I would love to go one-on-one with you guys. And because I know, when I was learning TA myself, there's just some things. You could watch the video. You could watch the live stream. That's why I like to answer so many questions in my chat, is because I know what it's like to want to learn something, especially something as technical as TA and crypto. Sometimes you just need to ask a direct question. And even if it's answered in a video, sometimes there's a caveat, right? Like, hey, click this button right here. And then, like, I don't know, there's a cut in the video and you don't see exactly where they clicked. And it's just like, hey, I have a question. In this video, this happened. And I always wondered, is this the case, right? Or whatever the question is. Sometimes you just need a direct answer. And I totally get that. So we're going to try to add that. It's just coming down the pipelines. But yeah. Anyway, that is right. Short-term bounce potentially. I would look to either reject the value area high or come into this local golden pocket /786 before another rejection to the downside. Maybe that's where that 1 hour green dot brings you up into this level. That 30-minute money flow, 8-hour red dot starts to bring you down. Then we come down here. Then maybe the 12 and 16-hour red dots start to play out, and then eventually we start to turn back around. And hopefully those higher time frame bull divs can play out. There's no guarantee with these bull divs on the weekly. But just know they're there, guys. It's a very bullish sign. But there we go, guys. And then just zooming out a little bit to give you guys an idea. That was kind of just very local levels, kind of local expectance. Unless you're scalping the market, what I just talked about with a little bump up to the local golden pocket is not really going to mean much to you. So if you're here for more of just like, what is Bitcoin going to do in the next week or so, this is what you want. This is what I'm looking at, right? Let's come to the daily. So here we go. This is what we're looking at, guys. If we are at the level, guys, we are at the level right here. Let me go ahead and here we are, right? We're at this level. this blue box is the level we need to break to get a quick potential rip. And by break it, I mean break it decisively with with higher time frame hourly candles above this level. Flip it to support. We could see a quick move to that 786, right? 786 at 17,591. And then if we can break that level, guys, giant LVG right here, guys. LVG. Who knows what an LVG is? Let me know in the chat. Oh, wait. There's a huge LVG, guys, right here. And if we can hold this 786 and flip it to support, this is where those higher time frame bull divs could potentially start to really show their face, and we could get a very, very violent move up through this LVG, up into that macro point of control, coming in at about 19,163. There you go. Kelly Boy knows low volume gap is LVG. And then if we pull up our not this. What are we looking for? What is it called, guys? VPVR. That's what it is. If we pull up our VPVR, you could just see right here. I mean, it's pretty obvious. It's the elephant in the room. This giant gap in volume is likely what is going to give us that quick move. And if we're being honest, guys, if we're being honest here, we have already crept into this volume gap. We are already like dancing on the line. So at any moment, if those higher daily time frames want to start showing their face and start to play out, this thing can start I never know how to say this. It can start to get moving pretty quickly through this low volume gap. Next major level of resistance, if we break in here, would be that macro point of control at 19,163. If by some miracle, guys, in this bear market, we can get a nice little rally up to this level and flip this macro point of control into support and start trading back up here. This is where I am this is very bullish in my opinion. We've been talking about this for quite a while. It brings us back into that old trading range that we've been in, and we could even potentially come back up and test, these highs right here at about 25K. Obviously, a bit of a ways away from that, but that's just kind of what you can expect potentially. Listen, weekly bull div can easily get us up to these prices and higher if they decide to play out. But again, you want to use, obviously, I say this all the time, and I feel like I don't really have to say it anymore, but I just have to say it. You understand the market you're trading. And I think CryptoFace says, understand the environment, right? You can take longs in a bear market. I've taken longs in a bear market. I'm in a long right now in a bear market, right? But I'm not holding it for 100K, right? So as long as you understand that, I know we do have a lot of new people here. But I just want to be very clear about that. Obviously with any bullish setup in a bear market, you are technically going to be trading against the trend. So just be aware of that, but that does not mean that this weekly bull div is not going to give us a move. It totally could. And it's very nice to see that. We've been looking for these forever, and they're finally starting to pop up. We might actually see Bitcoin do something, right? We just range, dump, range, dump, right? And the dumps are fun. The ranges are fun too, because we long and short the tops and bottoms of the ranges, and we make money when we're going sideways, up or down. But maybe we can get some big candles to the upside for once in this bear market. But let's see here. Shout out to Clinton Query. Thank you so much for that super chat. I do appreciate you, bro. He said, had a tooth pulled, but can't miss the TA. Bing bong. Let's go. Shout out to Clinton Query. I love you, bro. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sorry about the tooth pull, man. The dentists are brutal, man. They are really, really brutal. I will say that, guys. I don't have any phobias. I'm not really afraid of anything. The dentist kind of bugs me out, guys. I'm not going to lie. Thank God I was born with pretty good teeth genetics, but I don't know. It's, I don't know. Anyway, keep it on here. Rob the Crypto Snob, thank you so much for that super chat, brother. He says, much love to Tony D, the best moderator manager I've ever I've been a mod in many communities, but this hands down is the best. Shout out to Rob, man. That's cool. That's good to know, man. That's really good to know. I appreciate that, bro. And shout out to Tony D. Yeah. For anyone who doesn't know, because I'm sure people probably realize that like Tony D does do some different stuff than the regular mods. Just so you guys know, Tony D is basically we think of Tony D as my TJ. Someone said get Frankie a TJ. Somebody get Frank a TJ. Tony D is going to be basically my TJ, and you're going to probably start seeing a lot more of him as we continue to work him in. But yeah, the guys, the mods are absolutely insane. Shout out to the mods. I love you guys. And yeah, I want to say some things, but I don't know. I'm gonna hold it. I like holding the secrets, guys. But anyway, continuing on here. Shout out to Rob. I really appreciate you, man. You guys really do. You guys do a whole lot for the community, and it's insane. And a lot of the good comments I get, like people just reaching out and thanking me. They don't even, I mean, they do thank me for the TA. They thank me for the hard work. But guys, they thank me for the community. And the mods are very, very responsible for the community and how friendly everybody is. So it's like really a big hats off to the mods, because the mods are like a giant part of this channel. So shout out to you guys. I love each and every single one of you guys. You guys know that. Guys, at the end of the stream, I'm actually going to bring something up that somebody put in one of the channels that low-key had me a little bit choked up. Yeah, I'm going to try to read it on stream because it's pretty intense. But anyway, guys, that's kind of what I would expect in the longer term, right? And I also just want to bring up, if you look at this chart, guys, just learn about volume profiles, guys, because when you actually look back and you look at volume profiles, you will really notice how these volume profiles can help you trade, right? Here we are, coming up against this high volume node. We're teasing it, kind of bullishly consolidating. That looks like a bull flag to me, guys. This looks like a bull flag, right? A bull pennant, I'm sorry. And if we get that to break out, guys, the measured move does bring us up to about $18,300. Let me bring up that chart as well. This is another thing you could keep an eye on. Let me go ahead and come down to a lower time frame. Actually, I don't know why I did that. Come to the 2 hour. Yeah. What am I looking at right now? Why can't I find this? Here you go, right? So this is basically what I'm looking at. Doesn't mean it's 100% going to play out, but, this is what we got, right? A bull pennant, right? Bada boom. Go ahead and grab your trend line, right? Actually, you know what? I do this, right? This makes it super, super easy. Go ahead and pull up your bull pennant pattern detector on TradingView. This is 100% free, guys. I just made a video on this. And, you could grab your flag pulled from wherever, some people pull it differently. I would probably pull it from here to here. But sometimes the algorithm doesn't grab it perfectly. But, guys, if you pull this measured move, bada boom, it brings us, look at how eerily accurate that is, right to that naked point of control at about 18,390. I think I said 18.3. It's about 18.4. So if we see this bullish pennant play out to the upside, the measured move does bring us right up to our next major level of resistance, being that naked point of control. Obviously, we would have to get past that 786 as well, but again, not much volume here, so it could give us a quick rip up to this NPOC on the way up to our initial target or our final target, or up until now at about 19,165, and that's just something to look at, right? But we are getting a pretty heavy dump here, so we'll have to see. Hopefully, guys, we are not just on our way back down to. Hopefully, we're not just like on our way back down to the bottom of this range. That would be super, super boring. But we are gonna make money on the way down, on the way up. It doesn't really matter what happens here as long as Bitcoin moves, right? This is why I love trading, guys. I never really talk about this enough. The reason I like to trade is because there's endless opportunity. Oh, man, I can't trade all week. Cool. Come back next week. There's going to be a bazillion trades to take. Oh, man, we're in a bear market. The markets are boring. Cool. Ranges are some of the best trading markets in the world, some of the most predictive trading in the world, right? So when everyone runs away from crypto, and we talked about this in the beginning of the bear market because it's kind of a big thing that helped me build my channel, was that people don't understand. A lot of people didn't know that you can make money in a bear market. A lot of people walk away. Well, I guess the money's gone. As long as Bitcoin moves up and down, and especially with leverage, right? You want to be careful with leverage, obviously. But if you're leverage trading, you don't even need a lot of volatility. You just need the price to move up 1% to the upside or 1% to the downside, and there is money to be made. Well, even in a recession, guys, even in a recession, you might not be able to pick up, cheap stocks and ride them all the way up because everything's crashing, but you can benefit from trading the ranges if it's boring, and you can make big money on the dumps just like you make big money on the catastrophic parabolic pumps. So this is why I love trading, right? It's just endless opportunity. You don't have to wait for the markets to open or close, or you don't have to walk away in the bear market. Honestly, I've been having more fun in this bear market than I think I did in the bull market, because it's like everyone's sad. We got to start this community. Oh, Bitcoin's in a bear market, and we are just wrecking it on the way down, making tons of money trading Bitcoin on the way down. And yes, guys, I brought the money out. We got the money back in the new studio, guys. This is, I had to find some people. I had to question some people about where my money went, but we found it there. We found it there. So, guys, we are caking out whether the price is up or down or sideways. Just super exciting that you can do this even when the market's down. Amen, brother. I leverage small moves and make 5 to 10 trades a day, 40 to 100 bucks. Northwest Crypto, let's go, bro. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to Honda Man. Lux Algo has an overpowered free feature called Smart Money Concepts that gives you juicy support and resistance. Absolutely. I'll actually take a look at that in just a second. But yeah, guys, that is that is basically that's just basically why I love trading so much. I got a stack of cash just like Frankie. Let's go. Hey, shout out to Paper Planes. Hey, Paper Planes, we know that, bro. Paper Planes crushed it in the Femex trading competition. For anyone who doesn't know, shout out to Blanchard's Bees. Thank you for being here. Yeah, we're gonna start taking a look at the altcoins in just a second, guys. Let's see. I just saw something I wanted to. Fed rate dropping soon. Yeah, that's probably going to be the next big volatile day. I draw straight lines. Brad, shout out to Brad Guidell. I appreciate you, bro. He says, I draw straight lines. This TA is overwhelming. I'm here for the party. Let's go. Hey, you're here for the party, gay. I said, I almost mixed your last name and your first name, Brad and Guidell, but I always see Guidell and think Gabriel, so I almost called you Braid. I don't know why. Shout out to Brad. I appreciate you, bro. All right, let's see. We had a question. We had to question some people from a Mafia Don means there were probably some teeth and fingers sacrificed for the info. Shout out to Rob the Crypto Snob. I'm not going to dig any deeper into that. Let's see. Busted some kneecaps to get his money back. Yeah, I mean, listen. Sometimes you got to be like, hey, Rob, man, you got to talk to. I think this guy's got my money. And then you never know. I'm just kidding. We're a peaceful mafia, guys. We're a peaceful mafia. But let's continue on here, guys. So yeah, that is basically what we're looking at. Again, that measured moves brings us right up to that POC. Note where the volume gaps are. Once we get above this blue box, big gap in volume. Next likely stop, if we get past that 786, is going to be that MPOC. Would also make a lot of sense because of the measured move, and we would be well on our way to that this $19,165 area, which would be a more longer-term target, but definitely not out of the question as long as those bull divs on the higher daily time frames play out. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the DXY real quick. As you can see here, DXY did, let me come down to a higher, or up to a higher time frame. There you go, guys. Obviously, the DXY has been breaking down. We did get this little bull div here on the 4 hour. Got a nice rip back up to to bearishly retest some of these levels. Are we going to continue to see the DXY break down from here? Potentially, I do think, is it this one? Let me see. I do believe we are testing a local golden pocket. Let me come down to a lower time frame, see where I can pull this. Yeah, there is it there. Or yeah, I guess we were coming up to bearishly retest this. May flip it to support, but we do have this level of resistance. It is also the 786, I believe. Yeah, it is the 786, the local 786. So we flipped the golden pocket. Are we going to test the 786? I would think probably. But if we lose this level, guys, that would be very bullish for Bitcoin. And, hopefully we do not break this level. If we break above this level, I would be looking up to some higher prices or some higher levels for the DXY. Hopefully we could just bang our head and continue down. It would align with the bull divs on the higher time frames playing out for Bitcoin. But we are, obviously we did get a big dump down here. So it is likely to get some form of a retrace. As you can see, we came down, pulled some bull divs, got a retrace into this level, then we fell. Now we came down again, pulled some bull divs on the 4 hour into this level, and now we're getting a nice bounce into the local golden, looking for the 786 at about 105.29 for the next level of resistance, and hopefully a rejection. Looking at the daily money flow just cracking into the red, which would be a bullish sign for Bitcoin. Technically, obviously, you guys know we do have the yellow X's. One thing I'd be careful of, guys, I'd watch this very closely. Bull div on the daily for the DXY. This could form potentially if we get, a move like this, lower lows with a confirmed green dot on our momentum wave. That would give us a bull div. Would indicate that the DXY is about to take off again. Maybe this prints if we get some Fed news or when we get that Fed news. But that's just checking in on the DXY. Money flow crossing over into the red with the money flow on the daily would be bullish for Bitcoin. So that is something I'm watching. But watch that bull div here because that may be the next time we get a strong bounce off the DXY. Checking in on the SPY, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, I actually haven't even looked at the SPY today. Super busy day with the Discord and all that. Daily red dot printing here. We did come up and almost test our next level of resistance, coming in at about 412. Excuse me. Yeah, 4 hour. I mean, looking to cool down here probably. Yeah, pretty nasty. We probably looked at this potentially. Bear div right here. Bearish divergence on the 4 hour. That is likely what brought you down here. Next level of support, if we break the level we're at right now, would be about 398. But yeah, coming down the lower time frames. Yeah, 1 hour creeping back up. We may get a bounce, but again, looking at the money flow, guys. 1 hour money flow crossed over into the red. 2 hour money flow crossing over into the red. So, you know, those VWAPs are coming up, but it is making me think that we could continue down because of the way the money flow looks. So let's pull up BitLab market intelligence real quick. See if we could pull up any divergences here. Where is it? Where is it? Also, if you guys want to sign up and check out any of the BitLab indicators, I could pull them up right here. If you guys want to check any of these out, you could go ahead and check the link in the description down below. These are the BitLab indicators, and they are very useful. They pull out those divergences for you, so you don't have to look for them yourself. And we are getting a histogram divergence, which is similar to what we were looking at before. But yeah, let's see. Let's check the 4 hour. Let it load. Okay, nothing popping up just yet. Taking a look at the daily. Boom, nothing too much to look at there. Also, just to show you guys what a weekly bull div can do on the SPY is you could see that we got one right here with our higher lows, right? And our lower lows on price, like that. You get that bull div. Now, what did it do is the question. It did bring us up. Did get a nice move of about 17% on the SPY off this weekly bull div. Money flow coming back up into the green. But yeah, that's like a weekly bull div. They're very strong. Brings you up 17% on the SPY. Imagine what it could do for Bitcoin if it plays out. Is this pre-recorded again? Cisco Kid. Hey, Cisco Kid, it is pre-recorded, but I'm somehow magically here saying your name. Shout out to you, brother. I was able to predict that while recording. I'm actually recording 3 p.m. right now. I'm recording this video, and I knew Cisco Kid was going to ask that question. And now you're thinking like, is he really guessing? Who knows? You'll never know. I'm just kidding. Yeah, we are definitely live. Crypto Billy says, okay. Because of Frankie, we can get matching Lambos in the colors of the channel, so we can recreate the logo with our cars and take an aerial photo of it. That is legit. Yeah, shout out to Satoshi Glakamoto. I'm in, bro. Just let me know where to pull up in the Lambo. Let's go. Nope, he responded to chat just a moment ago. Yeah, shout out to you guys. Shout out to Cisco Kid. Shout out to RS Nor. I don't know. I'm sure it's a really easy name, and I'm just stroking out here. But anyway, let's go ahead and continue on, guys. What are we going? How we go? How long have we been going on? 672 people in here. Oh, my God. I never said it, guys. Don't forget. I got a lot going on, guys. I feel like my intros have been all over the place. Don't forget to smash that like button, because every 100 likes we get, you guys get a spin on the wheel of pain and pleasure, and we will be giving away a lot of good stuff this week. I think I might. Guys, if we hit 550 likes by the end of the stream, I will give away a Frankie Candles hat. Brand new Frankie Candles hat. Shout out to you guys. All right, let's see. Wait till you see how I dress in Miami. You can make that call then. Oh, God. Shout out to Dave Digital and Brad Guidell. I know it's live because this count keeps slowly ticking up. Let's go. Shout out to Don. Tony Soprano in the chat, guys. Show some respect to Tony. He says, hey, Frankie, how about some free premium memberships for the next giveaway for us poor folks? Oh, Tony Soprano, I might just have to give you one so you don't whack me. I'm just kidding, guys. But yeah, yeah. You never know. The more premium stuff we add, the more free stuff we can give away. You guys can bet your bottom dollar that I am already itching to give away some free premium Discord memberships. But again, if you guys sign up in the next 24 hours, you will get $5 off each month, only for the next 24 hours. Let's see. Did I hear about the Volt dips in? Shout out to Tom. I'm not 100% sure what that means. But let's go ahead. Did you try any of the treats I sent you? Jack Destiny. Shout out to Jack Destiny. Sent us some UK treats. Yes, I did. I tried the little chocolate stick thing, dude. Very, very good. I forget what it's called. Little purple stick chocolate thing. Amazing, dude. Very light, fluffy, airy. I'm not even a big chocolate guy. And that was very, very good. Shout out to you, man. We appreciate you sending that stuff over. But let's go ahead and continue on here, guys. We got 648 people in chat. How long are we going for? About an hour. Time to look at those altcoins. If you want to go ahead and take a look at some altcoins, want me to take a look at your favorite altcoin, throw it in chat. The mods will make a list, and I will try my best to get to all of them. And by get to all of them, I mean like hopefully cover a decent bit of them. But anyway, let's go ahead. Let's go. Bing bong. Shout out to Marcos. Let's get it, baby. All right, let's go ahead and check out some of these altcoins, starting with Show ETH. Shout out to Crypto Billy, says 550. We can get 600. We will give FCU hoodie. Ooh, baby, the FCU hoodie is, oh my God. The FCU hoodie, it would be probably my favorite piece of merch. I got the long sleeve shirts. The hoodie though, oh boy, you heard him. You heard it here first, guys. Crypto Billy says 600 likes. It's giving away an FCU hoodie. Shout out to Crypto Billy. I appreciate you, bro. Let's see. Reported. Frank said but. Okay, let's go ahead and continue on here, guys. Taking a look at Ethereum, or Erythrium, as your grandmother might call it. And here we are on the clean chart. I believe I don't have any levels on this chart. Oh, I got a little levels. What is that? A music note? What is that supposed to be? Loch Ness Monster formation, guys. Thanks for everything you do. Sorry I can't be around much these days. Stupid time zones. Take care, all. Back to sleep for me. Shout out to Jack Destiny. I appreciate you for tuning in, bro. And hey, I hope you dream of that purple and blue Lambo, Frankie Candles colors. Let's go. Sweet dreams, brother. But anyway, continuing on here, let's take a look at Ethereum here. I'm going to clear the chart, guys, and we're going to do this live. Screw it. We'll do it live. Let's go. All right, let's see here. Taking a look at the weekly here. Oh, baby. No bull div. Oh, slight. Oh, hey. Slight bull div here, guys. Slight. The slightest of slight. Right? You got your bing, your bong. You got your bing. You got your bong. Little local, little small bull div here. So you are getting that, likely to get a little pop to the upside off that. But it is printing. It is not confirmed. You would want to wait for that to confirm. But that is somewhat of a good sign. Again, though, money flow just still looking ugly, coming straight out like that. Not the best look. But, hey, bull div, we'll take it on the weekly. Looking at your 6-day, yeah, I mean, barely a bull div there. But you are printing the green dot on your 5-day as well. That is, bull div printing on your 5-day as well. Might be a time for a move up, guys. Might be time for a move up for Ethereum. Looking at the 4-day, again, bull div on your 4-day. And that, guys, this is one of those things where it's like, this is a higher daily time frame, so expect noise on the lower time frames. But for this not to play out, for these bull divs to not play out on the higher daily time frames, as long as you're using good risk management, right? If I'm taking trades based off of this, if I lose those trades, it's like, okay, GG. Right? Like GG. Those play out. Like, that's a very rare bullish sign. GG. It was just wrong. Like, it didn't play out. It's rare that happens, but it does. But yeah, I mean, bull div confirmed on the 4-day. Bull div printing on the 5-day. Could continue up here a little bit. Looking at your 2-day. VWAP starting to roll back over on your 2-day. Looking to cool off. Yeah, daily back in the red. That's not the best look. Your 12 and 16 hour. 16 hour is printing a red dot. 12-hour is also printing a red dot. No bear div, but you do got the red dot. So looking very similar to Bitcoin, right? Like on the longer time frames, it is looking bullish, but the lower time frames look like it may want to cool off in the medium term. Money flow coming out on your 4-hour as well. VWAP starting to roll over. 2-hour money flow in the red, right? The same thing with Bitcoin. Money flow coming into the red, more of a bear sign. How's your 3-hour money flow, actually? 2-hour money flow in the red, 4-hour money flow coming out. Let's take a look at those lower time frames. Green dot printing on your 12-minute. Money flow starting to roll back up. 15-minute blood diamond confirmed. Green dot printing. This thing might just kind of consolidate a little bit down here. But let's go ahead and find some levels for you guys. Pull up that VPVR. And here you go. Anybody wondering how I find my support and resistance for the most part, can go ahead and pay attention, guys. So here we go. Looking at the not 15-minute, going to come over to the daily, find out where we got. What do we got? Boom. Okay. So I'm looking to get a profile. There you go. So we know our macro range here is going to be between, that's our value area low. This is our point of control, and this is our value area high, right? And then we got the volume here, so we can know exactly where the volume is being traded at. And now we have context into the market, right? Because right now we're just kind of like, if you look at it without anything on it, right? If you look at this without, like, what's happening? It's just kind of ranging, zigzagging. But then you turn on your levels here, and I'm going to go ahead and click here. I'm going to change this to value area high. I'm going to go ahead and change this to our POC. And then I'm going to go ahead and turn this on to our value area low. Bing, bong. And there you go. Now we have context into the market. Now we know that as we work our way up to here, if we get rejected and we cannot get above this point of control, it would be likely for us to revisit the value area low. However, if we are able to work our way on top of this point of control and hold it as support, we could start our journey up to the value area high, which comes in at $1,900, which is very far away. However, 5-day bull div confirming, or 5-day bull div is printing, right? 4-day bull div is confirmed. Not impossible to get a move up to those levels. I'm not expecting that, today or tomorrow, or even the next day. But now we just have kind of context, and that's our macro range, right? There's going to be smaller ranges within this range, right? That are going to be more practical and more actionable on a trading level, right? But now we have our macro kind of context, right? We are right approaching that POC. So that is going to be a major level of resistance, right? So now let's go ahead and take a look at a lower time frame. Let's go to the 1 hour and kind of zoom in, right? So now you could see, right? We have this little range, right? We're also kind of trading in this little range. Guys, grab your uncooked spaghetti. Grab your I almost said a bad word in Spanish. I don't know. That was really weird. And grab your uncooked spaghetti and your marinade. You know what I'm saying? Or your marinara sauce. Your marinade. And you dip it in your sauce, guys, and take notes on your uncooked lasagna because this is the sauce, guys. Here we go, right? Now we come in here, and now we have more of a local range, right? So you can go ahead and pull a local profile on this range. And now we're looking at the 1 hour. And now this, I hope... Think of the charts, guys, as a resolution, right? When you're zoomed out on the daily, you're looking at a zoomed out view, right? Right? So if you want a more high resolution look, right? Because right now we're kind of coming up here, but there's all this trading action going on in here that you can't see on the higher time frame. So you come to, say, the 24-minute, right? And we already pulled that local range, and now we know, right? Now you know that you have this volume profile, right? And you could trade within the context of this volume profile. And a lot of people ask me, how do you know where to pull your range from, right? I'm just looking for range. Like I saw up here that we were ranging. So let me see where the fair value is. Where's overbought? Where is oversold? And, you could do that for any, I wouldn't do this here, but you could even do it right here, right? If you wanted to go ahead and see what this range was doing, right? Now, when you're up here, you're overbought and you come back down, right? Then when you go over here, you're oversold, you come back up. And then finally you get above that value area and you wind up ripping, right? So this is kind of how I find context within the market, right? But here you go. Local, your local profile here is, look, this would have, to be honest with you, let's go ahead and grab a little thing here, right? Let's just say we saw this low, we saw this lower low, we saw this high, we saw this low and this higher low. We know there's a bull div right here, right? And we're coming out of our value area. And when we come out of our value area, we know that unless we bring in a whole lot of new trading volume down here, it's likely that we could snap back up into the value area, right? And once you get back in the value area, the first place you would want to target would be that POC. So let's just say we were looking at this and you wanted to get in here. You see this wick coming down, right? You see the bull div printing and it confirms. So you go ahead and you take the trade. We'll say you didn't get in right at the bottom, but you got in close, right? And then you could target the POC, right? Not the biggest move here, right? There's only 0.7%. If you're using leverage, it's definitely a scalpable move. However, if you break above this level, it would be more likely that you get back up to your value area high, so you can add take profits on your way up. However, your end goal could potentially be to eventually target that value area high. Now, if you use good risk management, and you don't make it to the value area high, it's no big deal, right? Because if you go ahead and get into the trade, and let's say you come up to the POC, you flip the POC, and you come up to this level of resistance, as you can see, there's a sticking point for price right here, a little support, a little resistance. Let's say that, you know what, I'll just draw this cleanly. You do have a little bit of support here, a little bit of resistance here, right? And let's say you get into this range and you wind up getting rejected. Well, once you're in profit, you can move your stop loss to your entry point and then even move your stop loss into profit. And now you're in a risk-free trade. So if you get rejected, you're going to get stopped out in profit and still make money. And then also, you don't miss out on the potential opportunity to come up to the value area high. So this is kind of what I would have looked for if I was trading ETH at this moment. But I just wanted to give you guys a little insight into, obviously on the daily, looking at the macro range here, right, with our POC value area low, POC value area high. That's a swing trade, right? A lot of people wonder what the difference between a swing trade and a scalp trade and a day trade is, right? This would be a swing trade. If you flipped on top of this POC and you wanted to long it up to the value area high, that would take a little while to get up there, most likely. But if you were looking to get a little more action, come into a lower time frame, find a local range, see where the volume is, and then now you have context into the market, and you could try to figure out where your trades are based off of that. That's all I'm going to say, guys. That's a little bit of secret sauce. I'm just saying, you could just find these ranges. There's a million different ways to trade. That's why I say all you need is volatility, right? Even when Bitcoin's going straight sideways for days, there's likely a lower time frame where this bing bong action is going on that you could take advantage of and extract a little bit of money out of the market. So there you go. Hey, Frankie, can you look at BNX? Yeah, no problem. I got you, Cody. BNX, I will try to remember that. But yeah, there you guys go. Shout out to Crypto Arbitrage University. I appreciate you, brother. He says, what are the next levels down? Key. Okay, yeah. So there you go. So there's our local range. I kind of went off on that tangent because I just get that question a lot. But there you go, guys. Let me actually get rid of those other levels here. Little bing, little bong, right? So boom, come to the daily. Boom. There you go. That's our macro range. And you can see these levels were even respected down here because this price action is part of what created the levels. So there you go. That's our macro. Now let's go ahead and zoom in. Let's go to the 4 hour. And what you could do here, now let's pull a local range here, right? This is not as local as looking at this range here, but we could also just kind of look at this range here, right? We're kind of see price ranging here. Now, what are we doing? Now, on the 4 hour, you could see we're actually closer to the top of the range. This is why when you hear someone say, I'm long, oh, wow, you flipped from long to short. I could be in a long, like I could be saying I'm going to short this, right? Let's just say I think I'm going to short this. We can't get above the value area high. There's a bear div, whatever. There actually is a bear div right here. So I'm going to short this down to the POC. But if you're on the 15-minute looking at that super local range we were just looking at, you could be looking to long. It's all about the context of what time frame you're looking at. How long are you looking to hold your trade? I kind of want to start talking about that because I think a lot of people get confused, right? Because technically, you could be looking to short this, but then on the 1 minute you could look to long, right? You could be in a swing long while scalp shorting all the moves to the downside. Shout out to Izam. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for that super chat. Said, hey, hi, Frankie. Can you check out Synthetics, please? Thanks a lot. No problem. Shout out to Izam. I appreciate you for being here. The trend is your friend until it's not. You have to be able to switch narratives quickly. Shout out to Alchemy Crypto. Absolutely 100% correct. I could not agree more. Enzo Mining says BTC goes up and BTCs goes down. I just DCA. Not a bad strategy, Enzo Mining. It's a winning strategy. It's proven. And yeah, shout out to you. Alchemy Crypto says, what kind of trader am I? So right now, again, the type of trader you are is going to rely a lot on what your schedule looks like, right? Like, what is your life? If you have a full-time job where you're working 10 hours, right? Let's say you're working 10 hours a week, 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day, and you're probably not going to be a scalp trader, right? Especially if your job requires a lot of attention, because scalp trades you might be in 5 to 10 trades a day or 4 trades, 3 trades, whatever it is. You're going to be multiple trades a day, but it requires you to watch the charts constantly, right? You're required to look at the charts constantly. So, it depends. For me, I've been very busy lately. I scalped a little bit over the weekend. Shout out to whoever called that, told me to look at OP. Someone told me to look at OP on Friday. I looked at it. We found the short setup. I called it on the stream, and we snapped on it. I scalped it. I even reversed the position, shorted it, reversed it long, and then shorted it, reversed it again, and shorted it back down. Made a nice little play there. But you know, it depends on what I'm doing. On the weekend, if I saw a couple scalp setups, I had nothing to do. Mrs. Candles was out with her friends. So I was just sitting there at home. So I'm like, hey, let me make some money. I'll just scalp a little bit. But for the most part, during the week, I do get into scalps here and there, but it depends on my daily schedule. Sometimes I have to record a lot of videos. I'm not going to be scalping on those days. So the busier my schedule goes, the farther away I stray from scalping. So yeah, it really depends on your schedule. So, I mean, for the most part, I would say right now, I'm kind of just mixing between whatever I can get in. When I have the extra time, I'll scalp. When I don't, I'm getting into swing trades. So there you go. Hopefully that helps you out. But continuing on here, looking at, you know, this more of a, bigger of a range here. This is not as local as the other one we were looking at. We are rejecting that value area high, so you want to realize that the likely next stop is going to be your POC at about $1,216. Also, you do want to realize that if we pull up our VPVR to get a more zoomed out view of the actual volume, you can see we do have a little gap here as we are holding this support. You can see once we break this level of support, we could fall through that low volume gap, and it would make for a quick move down to that POC if we are going to make it that low. But there you go. So some nice levels to the downside that I would watch would be the POC at about $1,218. If we lose that level, I would be looking a little bit lower to about $1,156. But hopefully we don't make it all the way back down there. Hopefully we can get saved by that POC or even just hold this level that we're sitting at right now. And then also, you could go ahead. Let's see if we have any local golden pockets here. From the low to the high, getting pretty close to that POC. So that POC, you do have the backup. You do have a little bit of backup with that local golden pocket. If you pull it from this low, you get it right there. So hopefully that can hold as strong support. And a big move to the up, hopefully get another big move to the upside. And then watch this volume gap that we have here as well on both profiles. So there's ETH. They say show ETH. I say, okay, fine. Let me see. Do I still have my OP chart updated here? Okay, so there you go, guys. This is the dang, I don't know why I closed it. I closed it, but hey, a win's a win. I just want to show you guys this because this is what we were talking about on the stream yesterday. Not yesterday, I'm sorry, on Friday. We were looking at this bear div. You have a high, a higher high into key resistance. This is key resistance because it is, let me get some of this stuff off here, guys, sorry. We came up into this resistance, right? It is a local value area high. You see it with that purple line. It's also a local golden pocket. We had, and then we were putting a high and a higher high into that resistance with a high and a lower high on market cipher B, giving you that alligator mouth. Guys, this is the sauce. The alligator mouth up against key resistance. That is where we were looking for the short. Boom, we snapped on it. Right here, boom, hit it for about 7% to the downside. And then this little second position was just my second take profit. My first take profit was actually up here, I believe, technically, for about 6.8, almost 7%. And then I took some off the table here and then let it run back down to here. Let it run back down to here for a little bit more profit. Closed the entire position down here. Probably should have held it because we are continuing lower. And then again, a reason why I was pretty comfortable taking that was even if it went the wrong way for a little bit, I knew the daily was starting to cool off and we would get that red dot. So not only did the 4-hour have the bear div, we also had the money flow on the lower time frames coming out, as well as the daily starting to cool off. So there were multiple things pointing to a likely move to the downside, even though there was a bit of turbulence. And actually, yeah. So I think I actually didn't close it here. I think I closed it on this second green candle, just because I thought Bitcoin may get a little bit of a weird New York open pump. So I just wanted to take the win, guys. If you don't pay yourself, you're never going to make money trading, right? So just remember that. Typically, the hardest part of trading, guys, is paying yourself. That is very much, for most people, that's the hardest part of trading, right? Like, you could call the top and say, I'm going to short it on the way down. But a lot of people get greedy and they don't want to close the short, right? They just want to rack up the money. And then it starts going in the other direction. Like, oh, wait for it to come back down. I was at $500 profit. Now I'm only at $200 profit. I only get back to 500. The market doesn't care about that. The market doesn't care about anything, right? So when you're in that profit, have your plan set ahead. I already had this level set. I was already planning on closing this trade when it got here. And then I didn't want to miss out on an extra move, so I took 50% out here, right? And then it dumped again. I took my second take profit. I still left some in the trade. As it started to reverse, I was like, I'm just going to take the dub. And then and it doesn't matter, right? Because I could find another setup. So just pay yourself. We're going to make that merch, guys. You have to pay yourself. But anyway, continuing on here. Let's see. Okay, let's go ahead and start digging into these altcoins, right? Because, hey, this is sometimes where you find the juice. Here we go. I'm just going to bring this down a little bit. Okay, camera moved a little bit. It's kind of bugging me that my logo's cut off here. All right, guys, don't forget to smash that like button, by the way. 600 likes. Is it 500 or 600? Whatever Crypto Billy said, 500 or 600 likes, guys. We're going to be giving away Crypto Billy's going to give away a Frankie Candles University sweatshirt, and I'm going to give away a hat. So let's get it. All right. Let's see. Okay. Synthetics going absolutely nuts. If you guys didn't know, hey, shout out to Gravy Baby. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for that super chat. I do appreciate you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, brother. Okay. Let's see. Cutting out for some reason. Microphone cut. Can you guys hear me? Test. Okay. Continuing on here. My mic is dumping. Interesting. All right, I'm going to continue on here. If these continue, I'll do something about that. It looks fine on my end. Okay, continuing on. Here we go. All right. Let's take a look at the daily. Yeah, getting a little pop ski to the upside here. Little pop ski. Daily money flow crossover into the green. That is a bullish look. Looking for bear divs. Not really seeing much. Looking at the 45-minute bear div. That might be your first time. And like I said, right, like these bear divs, like divergences aren't just like the key to $1 million every single time, right? You can see right here, you had your higher highs with your lower highs like that. And you came down, right? You didn't come down forever. You just got a little bit of a dump. So when you're in an uptrend, this is a good way to get scalp shorts. They're not shorts you want to hold for a long time, but you can easily catch these little scalps to the downside on the way up. But we are going to be putting in a potential another bear div here on synthetics. On the 45-minute, that might be a nice place to look for a cool-off. And let's go ahead and find out where our key levels are. Let's go ahead and pull a local golden. Are we coming up to that local golden? If we, doesn't look like it. Okay. Oh, hey, coming up to that local 786, right? That would be key resistance. Let's go ahead and pull some volume and see if we can get any confluence, or in other words, get some other things pointing at the same level of resistance. And we don't. Let's go ahead and see if we can move this around a little bit and see if we can get that to move. I bet you if I drag it up here, we'll get it up there. Okay, so we are out of the value area. Very interesting. Let's go here. Just kind of playing around. Let's see. Okay, so we are out, for the most part, we are out of the value area. Hopped up on that value area high, flipped it to support, continued up to test that local 786. But yeah, that the 45-minute bear div looking to form here. 90-minute bear div may look to form here as well. Yeah, 90-minute bear div might form as well. So it might be time for, let's check the lower time frames. 10-minute bear div. I mean, hey, there's a 10-minute bear div right there. That could, I mean, I don't know if I'd be trading that. However, but yeah. Let's see. What do we got? How far is this from that? I don't know. It might be a... I mean, hey, that little bear div might be a good, you could get it. Just play this little, not a trade call, guys, not a trade not a trade call. But, a lot of times when something like this is popping up, right, you could pop into a little bit of a scalp short here, right, and look for a conservative target, right? Look to get up to your local golden pocket or something like that, right? A local level, right? See if you can get a local level down here. Take your profit, move your stop loss into profit, and then maybe you're already profiting off that trade, and then by the time that starts to play out, 15-minute bear div looking to form here too, or actually confirmed already. But then by the time you're already in profit there, it might be time for, you might be like, all right, I hit my profit target, I'm 50% out, and then you can hold that trade risk-free and then go to the 45-minute, and by that time, you might be like, and the 45-minute bear div is just starting to print, and you can ride that down as well. So you just want to stack things in your favor, right? You want to take the highest probability trades. So I'm sorry, guys, but this is synthetics. I am just trying to, I mean, the setups, like the sauce is here. I got to give it to you guys. But there you go. There's some sauce on synthetics. And then just to give you a few more levels here, if the cool off is not a scalp and we do wind up coming down, a major level to look at would be about $1.81. Looking at that value area high, you could also watch that point of control at about $1.73 as well. And then if we lose that POC, I mean, we're expecting much lower prices back down to the lows of this range. So there you go. I gotta say, yeah, these setups, guys, I know I've been kind of teasing these setups a little more. It's kind of been in lead up to the premium Discord, but yeah, these are freebies, guys. These are freebies. They may not be around all the time. Man's calling a 3K BTC. Who's Mans? Me, Mans? I will tell you this. On that note, 3K BTC is not impossible. Not saying, again, I think it's a way less likely situation. But to say it's impossible would not be the case. Because, if you pull a macro volume profile here, you could see about $9,500. We do have a we do have a macro point of control, right? So a lot of people were saying 10K was impossible. I'm not saying it's guaranteed either, but if we get down to 10K, guys, it would make a lot of sense. And if things get really ugly and we break that POC, I talk about this all the time. Again, I am not calling for a 3K BTC, right? I'm saying this is definitely a less likely situation in my point of view, but definitely not impossible to come to 3K. And I know there are people out there like calling for 3K. I think Savvy is calling for 3K. Just so you guys know, although I don't think that's likely, it is not impossible. In fact, if we made it down there, it would make sense, right? Like, it wouldn't just be like, how did that happen, right? On a technical level, you would just be revisiting your value area low of that macro range. So just so you know, it's not impossible. Again, I think 3K is a much less likely scenario. I think 10K is much more likely than 3K. But we could be at the bottom. You have to understand that. But yeah. Would 3K liquidate MicroStrategy? I don't know. I think it would have to, right? I would guess. First trade is free. Shout out to Dave Digital. But yeah, for anyone calling for a 3K Bitcoin, I'd love a 3K Bitcoin too. I don't think it's as likely of a case, right? But just so you know, it would be a likely spot to, if we made it down there, it would be a likely spot to find a bottom and work our way back up. So, but again, I do think it's a less likely situation. Anyway, continuing back on, that was synthetics. Let's go ahead and continue with our, let's see. Yeah, Chemistry Bro said there's a lot more reasons it wouldn't make sense. Yeah, see, my thing, shout out to Chemistry Bro. My thing, with that is just, it's hard to say because we're seeing things in the macro that Bitcoin has never experienced before, right? Like if you're going by the 4-year cycle, it would be very, very unlikely to get a, how much would that 3K bring us down to? Let's see, boom. It would be like a 95% correction. So that would completely break the 4-year cycle or the 85% from the top theory. So that would be completely broken. But you have to understand that we are also dealing with a macro climate that Bitcoin has never seen. BNX, let's go ahead. Shout out to Cody Codes. I got you, bro. What are we looking at here? Boom, Binance. Baby. Am I looking at the right thing? This thing is dumping. Let's see. Quant, we could check. Quant. Yeah, we can take a look at Quant, no problem. Michael Sarah's a boss. He'll buy the dip. Yeah, probably. If you guys are looking for someone with conviction, that is it. All right, I think this is, I don't know if this is it. Just that it's going to 3K goes against more long-term trends. Yeah, Chemistry Bro, I would totally agree with that. I think it's much less likely for it to go to 3K. 10K, we're not that far away from 10K at this point. But yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and see here. Let's look at the macro volume profile here, coming up to a little bit of support. Next major level would be, right here. You could see that price did get hung up there for just a little bit. Next major level I would watch would be right down here. I do not know. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be, I mean, I could find you some levels to hold here. $52 even would be a nice psychological spot to stop. You also obviously did get caught up on a technical level here. Next level underneath that would be about 39. You do have some decent, you have to do have a decent gap. I would also probably watch about $45 as well. That would probably be a likely stop as well. Go put a level there. So here's some levels you can look at to the downside. Looking at your weekly, let's see what this thing looks like on the weekly. 5-day. Money flow coming out. There's not a lot of price history on this. Money flow coming out on your 2-day. That is more bearish. 3-day money flow looking kind of ugly too. For higher daily time frames, I mean, blood diamond confirmed on your 4-day. I don't know what this is. Kind of hard to do TA on a chart like this. It looks bearish. Money flow looks, I don't know what. Yeah, this is not looking good, bruv. I don't know what this is. But yeah, it's looking bearish. I will say that. Money flow coming back up on your 30-minute, but I don't know how much juice that's going to give you. Those higher time frame money, the money flow on your 2 and 3 day look very, very bearish. But now you have some levels to the downside to look for. But again, I apologize. I can't give you a little more insight. Dave Digital says TA, it's going down. Peebo, what is going on, Peebo? Shout out to Peebo. Thanks for being here, man. I appreciate you. Said, who's selling if it gets to 10K? I can't see it getting that low, right? I can definitely see it getting that low. I'm not saying like I'm calling for it, but I mean, listen, liquidations can do a lot of damage here. It's not just like retail selling their big bags, right? There's other things that go into a dump, minor capitulation, stuff like that. But let's see. I'm sorry. Do you guys? Shout out to TI on FIL. Yeah, we could do that for sure. Sorry, I forget who actually asked for this. I think it was Cody Codes. I apologize, man. This is a hard chart to do TA on. But now you have some levels to look at. But yeah, it's looking pretty bearish on those higher daily time frames. All right, continuing on. Let's look at the FIL. Boom. Axis. I got you, brother. All right, let's see. Take a look at the daily. Take a look at the daily here. Bing bong. Okay, here we go. Bing bong. Let's go. All right, here we go, guys. I'm losing it. All right, here we go. Looking at the weekly. Green dot printing on the weekly. That is a decent sign. Nice little bull div printing as well. Might give you something here. Bull div pulling up market intelligence. Let's see. Why can I never find this? Okay, here we go. Market intelligence, not quite calling for it just yet. But looking at your 6-day, there you go. Yeah, 6-day also printing that bull div. 5-day, MACD and RSI bull div is there, being called by the market intelligence. I do actually want to pull up the BitLab Extrema as well. Yeah, see. Right here, again, on the 5-day, like coming out of your wave. On this indicator, guys, on the BitLab Relative Extrema, when you have the bars coming out of your green wave here, it is letting you know that this may be an extreme move. Relative to the previous price action, this is very extreme and would likely warrant a correction. So not only do you have the two indicators pointing to bull divs, as well as market cipher B also calling for a bull div, but you also have your BitLab Relative Extrema letting you know, like, hey, this move to the downside was pretty extreme. It might be time to correct. And then, I mean, maybe if we even turn on, I think the reason why those bull divs were not popping up was just because we didn't have market cipher on. But there you go. Also letting you know that this may have been some form of a significant low or bottom. And then moving on here, RSI bull divs all the way up through these higher daily time frames. So yeah, very, very looking kind of bottoming in my opinion on the BitLab indicators. But yeah, moving on, looking at the daily red dot looking to print. So this is starting to look similar to Bitcoin, where we kind of ran, right? We have a range here. Right? Technically, I wouldn't really draw it from wick to wick. But there you go. We have this general sideways range on the daily, and we came to the top, and now the daily's looking to cool off. So actually, if we go ahead and pull a little bit of volume here, let's go ahead and grab our volume profile. Let's go ahead and pull from this range, and let's come to the 4 hour and see what this range is looking like. Yeah, I mean, here you go. Banging up against that value area high. Again, when you come up to these key resistance levels, this is where you want to start looking for shorts. And yeah, so we're not, all right, no local golden pocket there. But come up to the highs. Daily also looking to cool off, obviously, so I would look for a potential continued move to the downside. However, in your shorter term, green dot looking to print on your 2 hour might kind of bing bong and consolidate around a little bit here before getting that red dot to confirm. And if that red dot does give us a big move to the downside, I will expect to potentially come down to about $4.36 to revisit that point of control. Or if we lose that point of control, could potentially get another move down through this, below this POC to revisit our lows here. Very similar range, right? For a lot of these coins, guys. If we lose the POC on a lot of these coins, likely that we come down to the range lows. But again, higher daily time frames looking good, just looking like we might get a shorter term cool off. And then, you know, if that shorter term cool off starts to go not so good, then that's when we can expect a potential bigger move to the downside. All right. Continuing on here, money flow also coming out on your 2 hour. So there you go. 24 minute. 24 minute now. 15. Yeah, you did get a bull div on your 15. So you may cool off. I mean, you may continue to come up a little bit on the lower time frames. But again, watching that higher, even the 4 hour, you might even come up again. You might come up for another drive to the upside. But again, watching that daily for a bigger cool off. No dramatic bear divs against key resistance or anything like that. But now you guys have the levels to watch as well as the levels to watch, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Illuvium. Nah, I prefer more. Oh, God. All right, let's see. Look at some of your faves. My favorite coins. We could try that. How much money would you need to get in the market in the next 2 years to become a millionaire? No BS, honest opinion. Beta to alpha. That is a great question and a hard one to answer. I would say this. It depends. It depends. I mean, there's people who bought Sheeb. They put a few $100 in. There's some guy that I turned like $800 to like $1 billion or something crazy. It's really hard to tell. That's a very, just sticking with well-known projects, 25K. If you're willing to degen less than that, yeah, it's really hard to say what are you investing in? What's your risk tolerance? And then the higher your risk tolerance, the more likely you're going to get a high gain. But then it's also the higher likelihood that you're going to get rugged. And yeah, so it's very, very quant. We could take a look at quant, no problem. That's a very hard answer to give. Just because there's so many factors. I mean, there's people that put a few $100s into a crazy meme coin and it 500x'd. You know what I mean? So let's see. Show ape or show calves. Show both, and I'll write you a verse. Hey, shout out to Gravy Baby. Okay, here we go. I'll show both. Ape and calves right after quant. Let's take a look at quant, and then we're looking at calves. All right, let's see. Don't worry, Frankie. I forget things mid-sentence, too. Shout out to Nomad Dad. Thanks. I'm glad I'm not alone. Let's see. 10 BTC and HODL. I mean, that's probably a pretty good. Strategy. Not gonna lie, not financial advice. No risk, no reward. No reward. You're effed. True. Okay, so here we go. Looking at quant, guys. Same levels we've been looking at here, and it looks like we were looking at this level a while ago, hoping to flip it to support, and didn't have any luck. Just got rejected. Came back down. Now we're coming up to test it. Can we hold this as support with money flow coming out on the 4 hour? Hard to say. Look at the daily. Yeah, daily red dot looking to print. A lot of these coins have daily red dots looking to print, so I would expect things to cool down once that prints and confirms. 16-hour red dot confirmed. 12-hour red dot also confirmed. 8-hour. Yeah, let's see here. 2 hour. Yeah, 2-hour green dot. So short term, probably looking to get a little pop back up to the upside. Maybe come test this level at about 133.39 before coming back to the downside. Money flow looking ugly on the 2-hour, very similar to a lot of other things. 4-hour money flow starting to come out as well. Looking at the lower time frames, again, 10-minute coming up, indicative of a short-term bounce. 15-minute money flow coming up, indicative of a short-term bounce, especially with the 4-hour VWAP coming back up. So again, VWAPs and lower time frame money flow coming up, indicating a short-term bounce. But that daily red dot is likely going to be the area where you get that bigger move to the downside, unless you just get a VWAP flip on that daily to rip you up to higher prices. But some key levels I would watch for quant. Looking at the 4-hour here. I mean, you're looking to hold that gold box at daily red dot, may be likely to make you break that. Next level I would be looking at is about 118.62. And if you lose that level, let's go ahead and pull up our visible range volume. Whoops, not that. Visible range volume profile. Come on, baby. Come on, visible range volume profile. Bada boom. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, next, I mean, these levels are, I would watch these levels, right? Next level below that would be a 118.54. Below that, I would look down to about 114.25. And then if you start to lose that, you may be working your way down back to a 105. But the major level I would look to hold for the most part would be, basically where we found support on this point of control right here. So hopefully you can hold that level. And if we do, I do think you can continue a little bit higher. But it is looking like I would watch that daily red dot for a further cool off here. Maybe we get those daily candles to come down here before turning back around and potentially trying to come back up to this level. But we're kind of away from that. So there's some levels. WTF is a VRV. Oops. Shout out to Dave Digital. Litecoin. Let's go ahead and take a look at Litecoin. Oh, wait, hang on. We're supposed to look at something else. No. My goal is to get around 120K before 2025. Let's go. Not a bad goal here. Running out of time. Let's see. I think if you pick the right coins, then you could do it with around 5K. Yeah, I mean, for sure. I mean, here's my experience, right? I gambled, right? I gambled $100, right? I didn't care if I lost it. I put $100 on a meme coin that a lot of you know. It's like the meme of meme coins. It's very safe. I'm not going to promote it because I'm not going to be buying it again. I bought it as a gamble, as a joke. I didn't care if I lost the money. But here's the thing. I bought that project as a joke, and I wound up like 55xing it. So that's the thing. If I happen to have a little higher risk tolerance and I put $5,000 into that project and a 55x, you could see how it's kind of hard to gauge how you're going to become a millionaire, right? You might invest in a really good project and it gets hacked or something, and then that just doesn't play out your way. DJ Frankinashi, how about them spins? Shout out to Tyler Durden. Thank you for keeping me on point here. Matic, Billy wants to see Matic, and hey, we got to respect Crypto Billy. And then we will get off to those spins. Here we go. All right, let's go ahead and see what we got going on. Let's clear some of this stuff up. Bada boom, and zooming in a little bit here to clean some of this up. All right, taking a look at the daily. Again, looking similar to Bitcoin. Money flow coming out on the daily. VWAP about to print that red dot. Guys, I know I say VWAP about to print that red dot. Now, typically when the VWAP crosses over the zero line, you do get a red dot, but I do think, I'm not 100% sure, we got to ask CryptoFace this. I do think that it's the crossing of this light blue wave over this dark blue wave, or dark gray wave in my case, that creates that red dot. So you can see here, they cross, you get the red dot. They cross, you get the red dot. Very hard to tell, but yeah. Typically when you do, get that VWAP crossover, you do get the red dot. So, looking to print here on the daily, that would be more bearish. Let's see what your 16-hour is doing. 16-hour red dot confirmed. 12-hour red dot also confirmed. Your 8-hour. Taking a look at the lower time frame. This looks similar to Bitcoin. I'll give you guys the levels. Here we go. Let's see. 2-hour money flow looking gross, like on a lot of this other stuff. VWAP coming up. So again, short term may get a little bit of a bounce, but watch these money flow crossovers into the red. It could start getting ugly. Don't forget to smash that like button, guys. We are far away from 550 or 600 likes. Looking to give away that Frankie Candles University sweatshirt. Let's go. Shout out to Crypto Billy. I was just asking for David B. Hey, we love David B too. But there you go. I mean, nothing really to pull away from here. Levels basically remain the same as they've been. Looking to hold your value area low at about 89 cents. If you lose that, looking down to this blue box. And looking to find support at about 88 cents. If we lose that, looking down to the local golden pocket / high volume node at about 86 cents. And there you go. That is Matic. Also, my stomach is actually burning. My abs are burning because I've been talking at an elevated volume for a very long time, and my abs are actually getting sore. Look out for Frankie Six-Packs coming to an Only Calves near you. Oh, wait, and what was the super chat? Because I do feel like we need Ape. All right, we'll look at Ape, and then we'll spin the wheels real quick. Real quick. Here we go. Looking at Ape coin. I'm just going to, 2-hour money flow coming out. 4-hour VWAP starting to curve back up. Daily did get that red dot and a VWAP rejection, so that could continue to come down. Looking at your 30-minute. Nothing really to deduce there. 1 hour. 2 hour. No. Interesting. Just trying to find some juice for you guys. But yeah, I mean, 2-hour money flow looking gross. 3-day, not a lot of info. 4-day, not a lot of info. Looking similar to Bitcoin. This looks like bullish consolidation to me. Doesn't mean it's 100% going to play out, but typically when you get an impulsive move to the upside with a coiling price, that is a bull pennant for a break to the upside. Where would it bring you? We don't know. But that does look like bullish consolidation to me. I will give you some targets to the upside. Will remain this is going to be a big level here. This is going to be a big level, right? Because when we look at this entire range of candles, your point of control is right up here at about 450, I would say about 450, about 460. If we can get above that 460 level, that's the level to beat to get to higher prices. So that's your major resistance to the downside. Major support to the downside will be about $2.86. And a little bit more of a local level, in case we don't make it all the way down there, would be that local golden pocket at about $3.46. And with all that being said, guys, I think... Oh, wait, that was Ape. Here's the calf, baby. Hang on. We got to lower the studio here. Okay, here we go. And a little bit of calf. Here we go. Boom, baby. There's a little bit of calf for you. Shout out to Gravy Baby. I hope you're still in here. I just showed some skin for you. So I don't know what I'll write you a verse, like a rap verse, because I need a ghostwriter, because you guys know I can't freestyle. If you're here on my first live stream, you will know that freestyling is... I ain't no Harry Mack. So shout out to Captain Kirk. She roasted me when I tried to freestyle, but it was pretty bad. I have to give it to her. But anyway, guys, I think that's all the time we got for tonight's stream, but let's go ahead and spin that wheel of pain and pleasure. We got 400 likes. No FCU no FCU sweatshirt, no Frankie Candles hat, but hey, we'll try to do it tomorrow. Let's go ahead and pull up the wheel of pain and pleasure. Here we go. Bing bong. Here we go, guys. Sharing that screen. Not going to rug pull you on the screen. Here we go. Spin numero uno. Spin it up, baby. Here we go. Give them a giveaway. We just launched the premium Discord, guys. Again, mods, if you can put that link. Oh, premium Discord is linked at the top of chat, guys. Save $5 on each month if you sign up within the next 24 hours. Save $5 on each month. Where can I get a Frankie Candles hat? At Frankie Candles. Tuesday. We are working all day and all night to get these on the merch store. Obviously, I'm kind of joking, but we are trying to get these on the merch store. This is how this all started. This hat was a gift from Mrs. Candles because she is a saint. And she got me this because she's the most amazing, supportive girl that I could ever have in my life. Girlfriend, right? Maybe soon to be Mrs. She's actually Miss Candles. But she got me this when I hit 10,000 subscribers, I think. Super, super nice. She's so thoughtful. But and then everybody was like, yo, where'd you get that hat? That thing is lit. Let me get one. And now I'm trying to get the exact same hat, exact same quality for you guys to buy on the store, because I know it's like a hot item. But we just ordered a bunch of hats to give away. So while we're working on getting them in the merch store, I'm going to start giving them away a little bit more. We did just order a little bit of a bulk order to give away more. So yeah, but they will be in the merch store soon. But if you guys want to sign up for the premium Discord, link pinned to the chat. Again, guys, this price, we're not going to change the 24-hour discount. It's $5 off, so it will be everything will be $5 more a month by the end of that 24 hours, and it'll be 24 hours from the start of this stream. So at the start of next stream, that's where the deal ends, or tomorrow's stream, and the price is probably going to go up over time. We're not going to raise it next week or anything, but it will likely go up over time as we add more and more stuff to it. So just so you guys know, again, it's not going to happen next week or not even next month, but eventually, that price is not set in stone. Will likely go up over time as we add more value. But yeah, again, no need to take out a loan if you guys really want to get in there. It's not going to happen tomorrow, but just to let you guys know. There we go. We gave you 7 spins. We got 421 likes, guys. Let's get it to 500 likes before we hop off the stream. But there we go. 4 giveaways out of 7. That's actually not the best hit rate we've ever had. But let's see. Cute candle couple. Let's go. I see you marketing now. Shout out to Crypto Music. Let's see. Safa Ismail says, I don't want a hat. Well, we'll remember if you win one, we'll make sure to give it to somebody else. No problem. You're not pushed to take a giveaway. I'm just kidding, Safa. We're gonna send it to you anyway. If you send us the address, we're sending the hat. But hey, what you do with that hat, whether you wear it, sit on it, light it on fire, do whatever you want with it. But shout out to you, man. Thank you for being here. Bubba's Crypto. Shout out to you. Locked in for a year. Let's go, Bubba's. Let's go. Shout out to you, man. So pumped to have you in there, man. Let's see. Hi, Frankie. Thanks for your time. I won some crypto about 2 weeks ago, but not claimed it yet. Am I still eligible? Loretta, reach out to the mods in Discord. Reach out to Tony D or Tyler Durden in Discord. Let's see. Already in there, chemistry, bro. Let's get it. Let's get it, baby. We already got a team. I'm going to hop in there and see who we got on the squad. But, guys, with all that being said, I think that's all the time. Again, if you want to check out those BitLab Market Intelligence and the BitLab Extrema and the Significant Movements, any of those new indicators, you can check them out at the link in the description down below. Click on the link. Go check them out. And with all that being said, guys, that's all the time I got for tonight's stream. Hopefully you learned something. If you did, hit me with a hashtag value on the way out. And with all that being said, guys, that's all the time I got for tonight. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Same place, same time, 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after ATB. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I love each and every single one of you. That's all I got. Frankie Candles out. Bing bong. Did I step on my own bing bong? Was that like bing bong? Let me do it one more time. That's all the time I got. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after BNB. Right after BNB. Right after Binance, the blockchain. That's all I got. I gotta go get some sleep. I love you all. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Frankie Candles out. Bing bong. What do you mean my mom didn't pay for you to hang out with me this week? My mom pays you? Miss Candles. I know your name. I like calling you that, okay? Why do I have to pay you? You're my girlfriend. My mom's been paying you for years. Okay, well, I 500, 1,000. I mean, I guess I did. You're paid since when? Okay, this is a lot to take in. Are we live? Oh, oh, hey, oh, what's up? Welcome back to the guy. My mom does not pay Mrs. Candles to be my girlfriend. I swear. Don't. I see you. She's really my girlfriend, guys. She's not imaginary. I promise she's not. I gotta go, guys. I gotta. Bing bong. Whew, guys, that was close. I'm not gonna lie, I believed it for a second. But here's Mrs. Candles. Here are my hands. Here is her hand. This is look, she's got the rings on and everything. That's a girl's hand, guys. Definitely a girl's hand. Not Brian. This is a real girl. She's giving me the money back, guys. It was just a joke. Okay, she won't say it's a joke, but she is giving me the money. All right, she only gave me 300 back. I gotta go talk to her, guys. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Double fake out. Bing bong.
Tyler Ramos.